My next two is dependent upon one variable, and that's how is the evaluation on Jeremy Chinn in terms of position. Jeremy Chinn's a player who I've said that the Eagles have been interested in the past. He's a player I like. He's a player that I can
Congratulations to everybody who bet and hit on Zach, including Jeremy Chinn in his offseason
That's the thing is Jeremy Chinn did not have a good year last year in Carolina with a defensive structure that is based in the Vic Fangio's tree.
Sure.
Evero, their defensive coordinator, came from Denver he was there when Fangio he followed up. He was the D coordinator after Fangio, but
he's in the greater tree.
He came from the Rams with that. Yeah, he's in that tree. And that's concerning because, like I said in the free agency rules, scheme matters. If Jeremy Chinn does not fit as a safety in this defense, then I don't think the Eagles are going to sign Jeremy Chinn to play safety in this defense. And I think Vic Fangio is going to have a lot of sway in terms of personnel, more so than Sean Desai had. And when they were interested in Jeremy Chinn, they were in a Jim Schwartz attack style defense. And that might be the style defense that Chinn is better suited for. The other thing, and I say this ties into my 2 and 3, is the Eagles might evaluate Jeremy Chinn as a linebacker. And if you evaluate him as a linebacker and you think he can play in Vic Fangio's scheme, I'd be very interested in signing him as a linebacker, considering the speed, the playmaking ability. I think there's a lot there to work with. So the evaluation of Jeremy Chinn. But if you view him as a safety, I don't think he'll fit in this defense. So I'm expecting the Eagles to look hard at this safety market. If Jeremy Chinn is not a safety, where do they turn? Xavier McKinney would be a great place to turn. In my exercise, they were priced out for Xavier McKinney. I'm looking at that next tier. I'm thinking about the 2014 free agency when Jarius Byrd made a lot of sense. It's too expensive for the Eagles. Even TJ Ward was too expensive for the Eagles. They identified a player that really kind of fit the price, the age profile, the personality profile. There's a lot there to like. Well, what if I could interest you in, does this sound like someone you might know? A New Jersey native, a North Jersey native, North Jersey native, who went to Ohio State, who plays safety, who's respected by his teammates, known for his intellect back there. Does that sound like a profile you've heard of?
Go ahead.
Okay. Jordan Fuller from the Los Angeles Rams. Jordan Fuller, who was like a key part of that Rams secondary that won a Super Bowl, has dealt with a few injury things. He's still young, 25 years old, I believe, going into the age 26 season. And he has experience in this style of defense. I think that's a player that could make sense and a player that's not going to cost you a lot. You're looking probably in that $6-7 million range, which is probably conducive within their pay structure. I think the translates scheme wise. You're not getting a high end athlete in terms of, like, if you look at his combine testing, there's a reason why he slipped to the 6th round. He was in the 4.6s as a runner, but there's a lot of productive tape, and I think the personality fit is something that they could like. He can be a leader on the back end.
I like a Jordan Fuller.
Yeah. And then my wild card at safety is Darnell.
Darnell Savage. Go ahead.
Yeah, my wild card at safety is Darnell Savage, a Delaware native. Shout out Martin Frank. First round pick by the Packers, who is a ball hawking type. Not really known for his run defense or his tackling or his run fits, but gives you a lot of athleticism on the back end. And if that's how you're going to use your safeties to play deep, I think that's someone who he's still young, 20, even though he played 5 years in Green Bay, they exercised his 5th-year option. I think that there's a lot of talent there, and that could fit as well.
So just to clarify, this is what you would do, not what you think they will do.
This is a combination of both. It's both predictive so
you're just not doing the exercise.
I am doing the exercise. I'm doing it realistic. So if I were Howie Roseman, okay, I'm in these. See, what I'm doing, by the way, is I'm not this unilateral GM. When I'm in the meeting, and we're saying this is what our offseason priorities are. I'm sitting and Zach within the confines of what we have cap wise, within the confines of what we have need-wise, who are the guys you like? What makes sense for where we are as a team? And now I should also add the variable.
That's probably how we should have done this. We should have done this as we were working on it together.
The variable here that I simply don't know, and I've shout out to Sean Syed from he's from Sumer Sports, but the Ringer Philly Special podcast. He knows a lot more about specifically the Vic Fangio defense than I do, and I've listened and read his material, and I know quite a bit about this defense, but I don't know. I haven't spoke to Vic Fangio yet specifically about what it will look like for the Eagles, and so that's why that's a variable here that I can't account for. I don't know what they think about Jeremy Chin, but Jeremy Chin would be a player I'd be heavily interested in if he fit in their defense.
Okay, so your move here is Jordan Fuller.
My move here is Jordan Fuller.
Okay, are you doing two? Are we doing the snake thing?
Yeah, we're doing the snake.
Okay,
and so that's why. So linebacker. Okay. If you're operating under the assumption, so let's say Jeremy Chin's not a linebacker for them. So let's take Jeremy Chin out.
Okay.
But if he is, I'm signing Jeremy Chin as a linebacker.
Okay.
Okay. I'm all in on Jeremy Chin.
Yeah, it's okay.
But they have to be all in on Jeremy Chin too. The Patrick Queen's obviously the ideal. Patrick Queen, they're going to be priced out of. So let's go next. Jordan Brooks is a player that would really interest me. Former first-round pick. The Seahawks did not pick up his fifth-year option, but he's been, even though he had a torn ACL, he's been like durable in terms of games played. He recovered from that and had a full season this year. He's been able to do everything. He's been a 3-down linebacker. He can cover. He can tackle. He can do a lot. I think this is a really good player. I don't know if the Eagles are going to pay for a linebacker. So I would here in this case. The number I outlined is 4 years, $40 million.
Well, that's unrealistic.
Is what?
I'm just kidding.
That's the thing.
You could have said anything, and I would have said that.
I don't think the Eagles sign a $10 million linebacker. So this is what if Howie said, if I'm Howie and I'm saying finally we're ready to sign a linebacker, let's find a guy who can be a starter for us for the next 3 years, can fit in this Vic Fangio scheme, can be a key player on this defense. Outside of Patrick Queen, Jordan Brooks would be the player I would target over Frankie Louisville. Okay?
Okay.
My wild card, my inexpensive option is Willie Gay. I think Willie Gay is going to come relatively cheap. I think maybe there's a 1-year show-me deal. He's coming off a down year in Kansas City, but he's someone who has a lot of athleticism. I'm not being on like the cohabitation matrix here, but as we said on the show the other day, a teammate of A.J. Brown in high school. You look at his testing numbers off the charts. You look at his time with the Chiefs, and you say, why is he available? Well, Nick Bolton is their top linebacker, understandably so. Drew Tranquill is a free agent, but he's someone who had a better year for them than Willie Gay. Willie Gay.
They have lots of guys to pay.
Yes, they have lots of guys to pay. Willie Gay kind of said at the end of the season, his career with the Chiefs is probably over. But if you have Willie Gay next to Nakobe Dean, I think that these are complementary players. Willie Gay gives you like the sideline athleticism.
Crazy speed, right?
The speed. Nakobe Dean is kind of your when I say brains of the defense, that makes it seem like Willie Gay's not the brains of the defense. But yeah, that Nakobe Dean's your green dot guy.
He's reading what's going on. Willie Gay's flying around.
A little undersized, and Willie Gay's flying around. Yep.
He had some off the field stuff coming in, right?
Yeah. Maturity issues were the question with him. I believe he got in a fight with Garrett Schrader, their quarterback. At one point, there was an academic issue at one point at Mississippi. I don't want to. Again, I'm testing my memory here.
I don't want to mischaracterize it either.
Yeah, I don't want to mischaracterize it, but
I think he's a player to watch.
That was kind of the knock. Yeah, but yeah, Willie Gay would be the inexpensive option for me.
We all silly like the mayor.